What's going on, guys? Sabin is coming back with his FR C9 name rework. Alongside him is Kuja C9 name rework. Both of these characters getting upgrades with the upcoming story chapter, and in this video we're going to talk about both of them in this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video around. Let me know in the comment section down below what is your opinion on both these characters. Are you pulling for them? Are you excited for them? And which skills you're going to be using for the fight. But anyways, let's get on to the video. So Sabin is a wind magic DPS. He has delay, he has party battery, and he has defense ignore. Sabin's skill 1 is a 4-hit wind / holy magic brave plus HP attack 4 times and increases brave by 20% HP damage after each HP attack except for the last one. His skill 2 is a 4-hit AoE wind holy magic brave plus AoE HP attack 3 times, and now the wind and holy imperil inflicts after the first attack for both skills, because before it did it after the skills. Now it does it when the first HP attack triggers, and then it will be stronger from there. His LD buff is granted for 4 turns and 4 levels of his EX overhead, or like his overhead, his EX overhead. And then his LD is a 3-hit wind holy magic brave plus single target HP attack 6 times. So you overall got more HP attacks. Sabin C85. His Fancy Rush Plus now gets a recast increase by 15%. It is a 3-hit wind holy brave plus HP attack 6 times. It ignores defense. And then his Entrusted Techniques buff adds 40% brave retain to Sabin on HP attacks. That's actually very good. It makes it easier for him to cap. And then his A is extended to 6 turns, adds attack up by 25%, and adds brave damage cap up by 40%. His FR gives the party defense ignore enchant, sort of like that. And then his conditions are plus 30 when using a wind command and plus 30 when using a holy command. So it's basically the same. It's 2 conditions, both are plus 30. The highest you can get is like, I believe, like plus 60 or plus 70. I believe plus 60, plus 70. I believe with force enhancements, it is plus like 60 or 65. But it's a good enough percentage for it, honestly. Same with pros and cons. His pros is that defense ignore doesn't mean he has to worry about high defense, and since his FR gives the party defense ignore, they also don't have to worry about that, but that's only if his FR is active. He has high damage output, honestly, for being versatile too. That's another pro that he has. He is very versatile. He has brave battery to the party, and he has delay to the enemies. And his FR is solid if you have the tools for it. His cons is that dual elements can be, it used to be good, but now it kind of hinders him once the monthly elemental lockouts come out. And this is the second con that's very detrimental to his FR, is that he doesn't enchant his elements to the party, so his FR condition is harder to hit. And also Sabin versus the devs is cancelled, unfortunately. Sabin T compositions, Sabin, Machina, and Gladio. That is the BC team. You guys have not watched BC Sabin videos. That's the team he mainly ran with Sabin. And then Sabin Kuja, because Kuja has the holy condition, you can enchant the party with holy. And then you can slap a wind call on Orin to hit the wind condition. Now we're going to go on to the second character, which is Kuja. Kuja is a DPS / support hybrid. He holy enchants and imperils. He has AoE attacks, and he has some sort of auras in his kit. His skill 1 is a 6-hit random holy magic brave plus single target HP attack 3 times, and deals 80% splash HP damage to non-targets after each HP attack. His skill 2 is a 5-hit AoE brave plus AoE HP attack 2 times. It triggers twice, so since it's twice, it's technically 4 HP attacks, and increases brave by 30% HP damage dealt after the second HP attack. His LD attack only got increased brave gain to 50% HP damage dealt after each HP attack except for the last one. His C85 makes it so that his EX is a 6-hit AoE plus AoE HP attack 4 times. His A is extended to 6 turns, and it adds attack up by 20% and brave damage cap up by 40%. Kuja already got his BT+, so we're not going to talk about his BT+, but we are going to move into his pros and cons. His pros is that he has good AoE DPS, he has good AoE DPS, decent party auras, unique ultimate weapon, and then he later comes down with an FR if you're looking forward to him. His cons is that his holy is that he's holy locked, obviously, being a holy character, and since he enchants holy, if it comes to a stage that's going to resist or lock out holy, it's going to be an issue for him. His BT is kind of old and has a short duration. I believe it's like, what, 6 turns? I think it's 6 turns or something like that. And it only gives brave damage cap up, honestly. And then Ring Holy being random can sometimes mess you up when it comes to breaking bosses in a certain order. It's always been random, which is unfortunate. So if you want to break a boss in a certain way, it's going to hinder you because it's random hit. Here's some Kuja team compositions. Kuja with Aroa's FR because Aroa has a generic FR. Again, you compare him with Sabin like I've shown in the Sabin team compositions. And then a Final Fantasy IX theme team when Kuja's FR comes around the corner, which isn't until way later, unfortunately. But it's something that you can consider. Now we're going to move on to the boss, which is the Ultimesha Griever, back-to-back final bosses, and then the Irvine Mannequin. Griever Ultimesha technically has 160 million HP, but I will go into why I say technically, and then the Irvine Mannequin has 70 million HP. The boss's force time is for 6 turns, and it has the same force time that Ultimesha had when we first fought her, which was the target's turn gets deleted. The way to cancel this is with a Magic Wind FR. You have to have a Magic Wind FR, and the only one that really does that is Sabin, but you also can, I believe, enchant a magic character with the wind, and it'll also work like that. When this boss reaches 79%, it will gain a purple aura that will be immune to all HP damage unless you do an A with delay. And then sometimes Ultimesha will gain back-to-back turns. I'm pretty sure it's a threshold thing, but when I was doing the information for this video, I didn't see it in the thing, but someone did mention it to me. At 29%, Griever will revive and has all the threshold stuff again, including the delay conditions. At most, you want to bring 3 delay calls or a delayer. And then Irvine is just there to be in a nuisance. He does his LD attacks, but Irvine is not really a threat in this fight, really, because Irvine dies rather very quickly, and not only that, I've seen this mannequin do like absolutely nothing in a fight where people just sit there and just like off-turn it and stuff like that, which is something that this fight is prone to be doing. If you're familiar with the first Ultimesha fight and how easy that fight was to no-turn, this fight is also able to be no-turn, except the difference is that she has the conditions that you have to delay them. So if you don't bring a delayer, you're not going to be doing HP damage, and then you have the mannequin with them. Overall, this fight is interesting. It's very, very interesting because you have to deal with 2 phases. You have the first phase, and then you have the second phase. And Ultimesha also gets extremely speedy. This fight is just has a lot of mechanics in it, and it's actually a very interesting fight. And so I put down characters that can help you with the delay condition, off turns, and stuff like that. So those are some options that you can consider when you are going into the SHINRYU fight. Now we're going to be talking about the Banner Verdict and my pull plans. Now, again, as I say every video, if you're already on dead set pulling, then go ahead, pull. These are for people who are undecided or need some help with this, this whole decision making. But let's get into Kuja first. Kuja, I honestly think that he's an okay investment at best. I don't think Kuja excels at anything really. I mean, he still has like the holy enchant, some party auras and stuff like that, but like Kuja's just weird because he has this whole shtick where he went from being just a DPS to being a DPS support hybrid, and then they try to compensate that with making his damage not too high, but making his support capabilities somewhat on that level, but it's not really there. It's like they tried to make Kuja like that, and I'm not gonna say it hasn't aged well, but I do say that his damage can definitely be much better, obviously, and he does come later down with an FR. But we'll talk about that when we get to the FR. We'll talk about that when we get to the FR. I guess one thing you can compensate is the fact that you can put him on an ultimate weapon of a unique because he's a unique ultimate weapon. As for Sabin, I personally think that Sabin is solid or pretty good. However, if you don't have Ash's Call or Fujin's Call, then I honestly cannot tell you to pull Sabin. And let me tell you why. Because Sabin's FR conditions, again, are Wind and Holy. He does not enchant his elements. So this means either 2 things. You have to bring someone who enchants Holy and then a Fujin Call, or someone who enchants Wind and then an Ash Call. Or you're going to have to take 2 call slots to fill that up and then bring a last call slot. And I know some people are going to say, oh, that doesn't really seem worth it at all. But again, when you're using it, when you're in the FR era, you're gonna have to use certain tools to make FRs work, obviously. And Sabin does have the party-wide defense ignore, and while defense ignore isn't the biggest like thing when it comes to doing damage, because everyone can do damage in this game right now. If you're fighting a boss that has high defense, though, it definitely can help. And Sabin himself is very, very self-sufficient. He's a very self-sufficient character. So that's my stance on Sabin. As for the banner verdict and the banner verdict, I would say out of these two banners, the best banner is obviously the one with the Lunafreya BT. Lunafreya is out in global. She's absolutely busted. Everyone's using her. So go ahead. I would say honestly, the Sabin FR banner with Lunafreya is much better. The other banner with Kuja in Sabin FR is if you're not going to be going for Lunafreya, which is the one I will probably be pulling on, because I do not have Kuja's BT and I do not have Sabin's FR, but I have everything else for Sabin. But I do think that if you do have Lunafreya's BT and you want to go for Sabin, then I would say go for the what's it called? The Kuja Sabin banner, because at least you have a BT that you don't have. But if you aren't going for Sabin and you already have Lunafreya's BT, then this banner is a safe pass. I would say this banner is a safe pass. But don't don't be fooled. Sabin is good. Sabin is a good character. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video around, and I will catch you when we do when I talk about these 6-man warrior quests. Well, after we do the the Grievous SHINRYU, obviously. But take care, and have a good day.